Hey everybody, and welcome back to Josh's Smart Home. Today we're tackling one of the biggest issues in smart home security, and that's wiring, or in this instance, lack thereof. Why do we need to wire to a camera? I have the perfect solution. This might be the holy grail of simple setups that are super powerful for your smart home. And today we're going to be talking about the Atlas camera. Reolink's known for providing awesome cameras, but as you know, a lot of them are probably power over Ethernet, or you need to find a plug. But this one, paired with the solar panel and the Reolink Home Hub Pro, provide you with just the solution to make your smart home security a wire-free, stress-free, awesome setup. All right, let's go ahead and get the Atlas unboxed. And right away, we have some reading documentation if you want to read that, as well as some other templates and information in this box. So you have the template. So if you want to screw this to something, maybe a pole or something, you have that. You have the sticker. I'm hoping, yep, here it is. You can't get away from the warm tips here with Reolink. Great, love these. And then you have a couple of other pamphlets in here as well. So let's get to the camera. All right, and here's the camera. So it has an antenna on it here, and really packaged very well here. So here you can see the camera with the packaging off and the nice simple antenna, a nice compact design. It definitely feels sturdy and feels like there's a nice battery inside, which should provide us tons of longevity for our recording. And let's see what else we have in the box here. So there's one other little box here, and I'm going to assume this is mount. Yeah, here's a mount in here, and we have a USB cord, and then we also have a nylon strap here that we can mount it with, and some other mounting hardware. So everything is self-contained in here to put the camera up. This box here has the solar panel. It's really just the solar panel, cord, and mounting hardware like this, so I'm not going to waste anybody's time by unboxing that. But I am going to unbox this beauty, the Reolink Home Hub Pro. All right, let's get it unboxed. And first we have some documentation here, and pretty standard. I'm hoping for, again, the warm tips. Gotta love Reolink for those. And next we have a box here at the side that's in there pretty securely. We open this up, and we have a nice hard drive here in the electromagnetic case here, so that we don't have to worry about shorting it out or anything. We also have an Ethernet cable, some screws, and a little bit of hardware, and then we do have the plug as well. This is a 2 terabyte hard drive, but it is expandable in the Home Hub Pro, I believe up to 16 terabytes. And now it's time for the start of the action for the home monitoring, and that is the Home Hub Pro. So this is a really neat setup here. I really like the enclosure. It has the area to put the hard drive in, HDMI, the power, micro SD, as well as LAN, WAN, and USB 1 and 2 here. So lots of connections, power button right on front, and a really nice clean design. Like if you didn't need to put this into a storage or network closet, you could certainly just sit this out on a bookshelf or somewhere, and it would look really nice. This Reolink Home Hub Pro is an absolute beast. Encrypted local storage. Like I said, it comes with 2 terabyte hard drive, but you can upgrade it all the way up to 16 terabytes. It's Wi-Fi 6 ready, and it can handle up to 24 Reolink cameras at up to 16 megapixels. That's amazing. This thing is so versatile, so strong. You really have to consider this if you're looking at smart home cameras and smart home security. You can trigger an alarm in it based on your settings. It can provide you a weekly summary of what's occurred, and it does all of this with no fees. I'm going to set up the Home Hub Pro as well as the Reolink Atlas camera with the solar panel. I'm going to put those all the way at the back of my property, and it's a few hundred feet. It's maybe like 700 feet from the house back to that. I'm going to show you what it's like to have that set up. I'm going to connect this into Home Assistant as well, but if you don't have Home Assistant, it also works really well with Google Home and Amazon's Assistant. And here's the Home Hub Pro installed right here in my network closet. And what did I have to do to get to this point? Well, I had to pop out the back, insert the hard drive that was included. It was a 2 terabyte. They supports up to, I believe it's 16 terabyte hard drive. So if you want to upgrade that, you certainly can. You put that into the piece that slides in, and it takes like 6 screws. Slide that in, pop the cover on the back, go into the app, hit the plus sign, scan the QR code, and follow the on-screen setup. And then plug it in with the Ethernet and the power cord. It's as simple as that. And you're online, ready to connect your camera. So in a minute, we're gonna go outside and I'll show you what the Atlas looks like outside and how I have that connected. But before I do that, I just want to point out, this is the size of the Home Hub Pro. Here is the regular Home Hub, and here is the Reolink NVR. I am going to be doing a comparison video about this coming up, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss that. You can choose the best option for you. All right, let's head outside. Why would you want to go with this wire-free setup when there's so many options? Well, maybe you have a shed, or like me, you have a fence post that is way outside of your house area. So running power or power over Ethernet to this area would be extremely difficult. That's why the Home Hub Pro paired with the Atlas is the perfect combination for remote setups like this. In just a minute, you're gonna see how far we are from the house, but it's connected to Wi-Fi and working perfectly with our Home Hub Pro, as you're about to see. So what did I do to get to this point? Well, I charged up the Atlas inside because it has a really big battery. It lasts a long time. So it's much better just to start off with it fully charged. And then I brought it out here and attached it to the fence using this nylon strap. I attached the solar panel back here to the fence using the other nylon strap, and I ran the cable between them. I set it up in the app. You just add the device and follow the prompts using the QR code included, and you're good to go. Connects so easily. I connected it right to our Wi-Fi because we are so far from the house. I didn't want to utilize the Home Hub Pro's Wi-Fi because I have a Ubiquiti U7 outdoor, and that thing broadcasts the signal so far, it works perfectly in this situation. So you want to know, how far is this really from the house? Well, let me show you. And here we are. You can see it's like 600 or 700 feet from the house, and it works perfectly. It's crazy because our Ubiquiti U7 is mounted on the deck up there, and I don't have any problem at all with the Wi-Fi reaching all the way out to this fence post. So I'm going to do a speed test out here, and this utilizes the Google Fiber Internet speed test, and we're all the way out here at the back of the property, and let's see what we get. So it's starting off pretty strong, over 100, fairly easily over 100, maybe 160, 170 range megabytes per second. And we finished at about 160 megs per second download, and let's see where we end at upload from this location. And looks somewhere around 30, 35, maybe even 40 megs a second upload. So the connection out here for the Ubiquiti U7 and the Reolink Atlas is amazing. And here you can see we have full bars out here. Our Wi-Fi connection is awesome. So we have no worries then about whether or not this camera can stay connected all the way at the back of our property. I didn't have to run a power over Ethernet cord. I didn't have to run any power all the way to the back of my property. Just plug it in to the solar panel and it's powered forever, and it's connected to our Wi-Fi. Works perfectly. And you can see with the tracking of the motion, you can see that there's a person detected on the camera. So as soon as I walk into the frame, you see it at the top right there. And then let me walk out of the frame and we'll see how long it takes to disappear. So that's 1, 2, 3, about 3 seconds, and it's already telling me there is no person in the zone anymore. So super responsive, super neat. And I wanted to show you some of the settings that are available. So if we go into display, you can see you can flip it, you can stream different streams, you can change the brightness level, camera name, privacy mask, all kinds of things in here. For the sounds, we can either choose to record audio or not. You can also play sounds from it. So if I would hit this, you can hear the alarm playing from it. And, it's loud enough that anybody around it would definitely hear it. If we go into the light, you can see we can enable the LED, or we can close that. And then spotlight mode, we can turn that on auto or closed, and we can change the brightness at which that happens. So lots of options within the lights as well. And the PIR motion sensor, here you can turn it on and you can change the sensitivity of it as well. You can change how often the camera is recording, whether it records on motion. It has automatic extensions, so you can use AI to figure out when the event's actually over, as well as post-recording and pre-recording options. So you can change these and say, let's do the pre-recording and do a certain percentage. When the battery gets below that, we stop, and the pre-recording amount of time. So if you just want to do a couple seconds, and the frames per second for that pre-recording, and what the schedule is. So lots of options here, and you can also turn on the continuous recording schedule. So if you wanted it to record all the time, you definitely would have to take the battery and solar that you're getting into consideration. Maybe over the summer I could get away with that, but I think in the winter where I live, I wouldn't get enough sun to be able to withstand that all the time. But maybe with this huge battery, it would be okay until we got back to the summer and then started charging it up. That's something I'll have to experiment with. You can turn on the push notifications and enable different options here as well. So this would be like a rich notification you could turn on where it has a preview of the image as well as some text about it. So what are the features and benefits of this setup? Well, obviously the top one is this is a wire-free installation that you can put anywhere. And it's solar powered, so literally you don't have to go out and touch it, you don't have to go out and charge it, nothing. It just runs by itself, so it's super simple, super easy for you. And the Home Hub Pro has its own network. So if you aren't like me trying to put your device super far away, but you want to have it close to the house and close to where the hub is, you can actually run it on its own network. So you don't have to use up space on your normal Wi-Fi and have extra devices you're adding there. You can have a direct connection between your camera and the Home Hub Pro. Next, you get that local storage without any subscriptions. I hate subscriptions. So having that local storage there directly on site, it makes a huge difference. You maintain your data and security, and it is yours. Such a great setup. No separate subscriptions. I just love it. And it has smart AI detections like people, vehicles, and animals as well. So you can find out if there's anything moving inside the frame and have it tracked and let you know what it is. So if you don't care if there's, deer out there or your dog's out there, whatever it is, you can turn that off and just detect if it's a person, for example. So you have so many options, and the AI is awesome. And as you saw earlier, it does have two-way audio and the siren built in with the speaker of the camera. So the Atlas camera can put the siren off, or you can talk directly, ask somebody what they're doing there, or communicate to them, give them a message through the two-way audio and listen back for their response. However you want to use that, it's really up to you. And it has great night vision. So if you have a low light situation, you can utilize this camera and really see what's going on so you don't miss it even when it's dark. Finally, it's pretty obvious, I would bet, but it is weatherproof. So you can put it outside and have it connected all the time. You don't have to worry about if it's snowing or raining. It'll work just fine. Compared to other wire-free systems, the Reolink Atlas paired with the Reolink Home Hub Pro gives you another level of reliability, security, and affordability. Definitely a great option, whether you're putting it somewhere remote like me, or if you just don't want to run any power over Ethernet or special wiring anywhere in your house, but you want to put a camera there. You can just put one of these up right outside and not have to run anything to it. It can connect directly to your Home Hub Pro and you're good to go. Awesome setup. If you're looking to upgrade your home security, I'll drop the links in the description below so you can see what these devices are, or if you're just getting started, definitely check out the links there. I really appreciate it. It helps me out at no extra expense to you. And make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. What are your biggest challenges in smart home security? Let me know in the comments section below. It gives me great ideas for future videos. As I said, I'm going to come out with a video that talks about the Home Hub versus the Home Hub Pro versus the Reolink NVR. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.